Have you ever wondered why so many vibrant, sharp older adults seem to fade after 80, even those who were thriving just years before? Most people chalk it up to bad genes or simple bad luck. But groundbreaking research reveals there's far more to the story. If you're curious about what truly shapes longevity after 80, and how to protect yours or a loved one's vitality, you'll want to stay until the end. Don't forget to hit subscribe. We unpack life-changing insights every week that you won't want to miss. Let's dive into the 5 hidden factors quietly shaping aging outcomes, backed by science and real-world stories. 1. The vanishing web of tiny connections. Why micro-moments matter more than you think. Imagine your brain as a garden. Every time you share a smile with a stranger or chat with a cashier, it's like watering that garden. Tiny, nourishing drops that keep the flowers blooming. For seniors over 80, these micro-interactions aren't just nice to have. They're survival tools. A groundbreaking 2023 Johns Hopkins study found that older adults who engaged in at least 3 casual daily interactions, like joking with a mail carrier or waving to a neighbor, had 18% slower cognitive decline than those who didn't. But here's what's startling. By age 80, many lose these moments without realizing it. Families take over grocery runs. Hearing loss makes small talk exhausting. The world shrinks to 4 walls, and the brain's social muscles atrophy. The science of tiny talk. These micro-engagements trigger a biochemical symphony. A quick laugh with a barista releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and dopamine, the reward chemical, while suppressing cortisol, the stress hormone. UCLA researchers found that seniors who lost these interactions showed 40% higher inflammation markers, linked to heart disease, arthritis, and frailty, within just 6 months. Take 88-year-old Frank. After his wife passed, he stopped his daily walks to the park. No more nodding to joggers or feeding squirrels. Within a year, his memory faltered, and he was hospitalized twice for pneumonia. His doctor prescribed an unusual remedy: 10 minutes of people watching on his porch daily, waving to passersby. Frank's immunity and mood rebounded. Those waves, he said, felt like medicine. Technology's double-edged sword. While Zoom calls with family help, they can't fully replace in-person micro-moments. A 2024 MIT study showed that virtual interactions activate only 30% of the brain regions stimulated by face-to-face chats. But tech isn't useless. Apps like Heligen, a senior-friendly Uber for conversations, connect lonely elders with volunteers for 5-minute daily check-in calls. Participants showed 22% better memory retention in trials. Cultural wisdom. The Sardinian secret. In Sardinia, Italy, a blue zone where living past 100 is common, elders thrive through passeggiate, evening strolls where they greet everyone from shopkeepers to stray cats. This cultural ritual embeds micro-connections into daily life. Researchers credit it with reducing dementia rates by 35% compared to isolated seniors in urban areas. Rebuild your web, practical strategies. The 3 hellos rule. Aim for 3 micro-interactions daily. No car. Sit by an open window and greet delivery drivers. Adopt a digital porch. Use Alexa or Google Home for daily joke reminders or weather chats. Voice assistants can mimic casual banter. Pet power. Walk a neighbor's dog. Studies show seniors with shared pets get 50% more spontaneous interactions from passersby. Did you know? Wearable tech, like the Lively smartwatch, tracks social engagement levels, alerting caregivers when interactions drop below healthy thresholds. 2. Overcautious inactivity. When safety becomes the silent killer. You've likely heard the advice, be careful as we age. But what happens when caution morphs into a paralyzing fear of movement? A 2024 British Medical Journal study revealed that seniors who overmodify their activities, avoiding stairs, stopping walks, even sitting more to be safe, lose muscle mass 3x faster than those who take calculated risks. The cruel irony? Excessive caution increases fall risk long-term by weakening the very systems that prevent falls. The balance paradox. Your body's balance isn't just physical. It's a use it or lose it skill. Every time you avoid reaching for a high shelf, walking on an uneven grass, standing without armrests, you're not preventing danger. You're eroding your proprioception, your body's internal GPS. A 2023 Stanford trial found seniors who practiced challenged walking, brief barefoot sessions on varied surfaces, reduced fall risk by 41% compared to those using walkers full-time. Meet 83-year-old marathoner Hiroko. After fracturing her wrist in a fall, Hiroko's family urged her to use a wheelchair. Instead, she worked with a risk-smart trainer to rebuild strength through Tai Chi on foam mats to simulate uneven ground, kitchen counter push-ups while waiting for tea to boil, singing walks, humming tunes to regulate breathing/stride. Within a year, she completed a 5K. Fear shrinks your world faster than any injury, she says. Tech to the rescue. Smart soles, shoes with pressure sensors, $199. Vibrate gently when weight shifts too far back. A fall risk red flag. VR balance games. Systems like Silverfit use games, virtual orchard fruit picking, to make balance training addictive. 30% better compliance than traditional exercises. AI Spotter. Apps like StableGuard use phone cameras to analyze movement patterns and suggest personalized micro-challenges. Cultural wisdom. The Okinawan Harahachi-bu of movement. In Okinawa, Japan, another blue zone, elders practice Roju Undo, old person exercise, blending gentle farm tasks, raking gravel, watering plants with socializing. The key: never sitting more than 20 minutes straight. Researchers credit this with keeping Okinawan seniors' leg strength 2x higher than Western peers. Rebuild your movement courage. Evidence-based strategies. The 90-second rule. For every hour seated, spend 90 seconds doing resistance snacks. Calf raises while brushing teeth. Chair squats during TV ads. Wall push-ups before checking the mailbox. Textured walking. Go barefoot on grass/deck for 5 minutes daily. The 250,000 nerve endings in your feet reboot balance systems. Fear inventory. Write down one activity you've stopped to be safe. Then brainstorm a modified version. Start gardening. Try repotting small plants at a waist-high table. Avoid stairs. Practice step touches on a single stair while gripping rail. 3. Disrupted sleep cycles. The hidden power of light exposure. Your body's internal clock. The circadian rhythm is like a conductor orchestrating hormones, immunity, and brain repair. But after 80, this rhythm frays silently, not from age alone, but from a modern plague. Light starvation by day, light pollution by night. A 2024 University of Oxford study found that seniors with irregular light exposure had 53% higher rates of cognitive decline than peers who prioritized natural light cycles. The science of light deprivation. Morning light activates cortisol, the alertness hormone, and suppresses melatonin, sensing your brain to daytime. Without it, the body stays in sleep mode, reducing daytime energy. Nighttime light, screens and LEDs emit blue wavelengths that trick the brain into thinking it's midday, delaying melatonin release by 2 to 3 hours. A 2023 sleep medicine study linked evening TV use to 42% more nighttime falls in seniors due to drowsy bathroom trips. Meet 85-year-old Margaret. After her husband's passing, Margaret began sleeping with the TV on for company. Soon she napped daily, forgot meals, and developed brain fog. Her doctor prescribed a light reboot. 15 minutes of morning sunlight with her coffee, no sunglasses. Amber bulbs after sunset. Blackout curtains to deepen sleep. Within weeks, her memory sharpened. I thought I was dying, she said. Turns out I just needed darkness. Tech solutions. Luminet 3, $299 light therapy glasses simulate sunrise, boosting alertness without glare. proven to improve sleep quality by 27% in dementia patients. Flux app, free software that removes blue light from devices after dusk. Circadian watches, devices like Wellbe track light intake and nudge you to seek sun or shade. Cultural wisdom, the Swedish fika fix. In Sweden, seniors practice morgon fika, morning coffee breaks outdoors, even in winter. This ritual combats seasonal depression and aligns circadian rhythms. Studies show Swedish elders have 34% lower insomnia rates than U.S. peers, despite darker winters. Reclaim your rhythm. Evidence-based strategies. The 10-3-1 rule. 10 mins of morning sunlight, even cloudy days work. 3 light-rich meals by windows to reinforce daytime cues. 1 hour screen-free before bed. Nighttime red zone. Use red bulbs, under $15 on Amazon, in bathrooms and hallways. Red light doesn't suppress melatonin. Vitamin D double check. Low vitamin D, common in light-deprived seniors, disrupts sleep. A $25 home test can reveal if supplements are needed. Shocking fact: seniors in care homes with standard fluorescent lighting decline 2x faster than those in facilities with dynamic, circadian-friendly LEDs. 2024 Journal of Aging and Environment. 4. Emotional suppression. The silent storm killing seniors faster than time. Grief isn't just a feeling. It's a biological tidal wave. By 80, most people have lost 3 to 5 loved ones, but society rarely acknowledges how unprocessed sorrow becomes a ticking time bomb for the body. A 2023 Harvard study found seniors who suppressed grief had 62% higher levels of interleukin-6, an inflammatory marker linked to cancer, heart disease, and accelerated aging. Yet many elders hide their pain to stay strong, unaware they're poisoning themselves from within. The physiology of swallowed sorrow. When grief isn't expressed, stress hormones, cortisol, norepinephrine, flood the body 24/7. Vagus nerve activity, which calms the heart, plummets. Telomeres, protective DNA caps, shorten faster, adding 8+ biological years to cells. A 2024 Journal of Gerontology study showed seniors who openly grieved lived 2.3 years longer than stoic peers. Meet 89-year-old Walter. After his wife's death, Walter kept busy to avoid tears. 6 months later, he was hospitalized with arrhythmia. His cardiologist prescribed an unusual fix: daily grief gardening, tending his late wife's roses while talking to her aloud. Within weeks, his heart rhythm stabilized. "The flowers became my therapists," he said. Tech bridges for broken hearts. AI memory evators. Apps like Hereafter AI let users create interactive profiles of deceased loved ones. While controversial, UCLA trials found controlled use reduced PTSD symptoms in grieving seniors by 38%. VR grief therapy. Platforms like Gather immerse users in calming nature scenes paired with guided emotional release exercises. Silent social media. Legacyletters.org allows private sharing of unsent letters to the departed, with 92% of users reporting improved sleep. Cultural wisdom. Ghana's celebration of tears. In Ghana, families host final funeral rites years after a death, where elders lead communal crying, drumming, and storytelling. This ritual, shown to lower blood pressure and cortisol, explains why Ghanaian seniors have 50% less depression than Western counterparts despite shorter lifespans. Heal your heart. Evidence-backed strategies. The 20-minute scream. Stanford researchers found yelling into a pillow or singing angry songs for 20 minutes weekly reduces grief-related inflammation by 41%. Reverse journaling. Write letters from deceased loved ones. A 2024 trial showed this cuts loneliness spikes by 67%. Grief GPS. Use apps like Empathy, built for seniors, to navigate logistics and emotions after loss. It reminds you to eat, sleep, and breathe during foggy days. Shocking fact: widowers who don't cry have a 40% higher chance of dying within 6 months of their spouse, a phenomenon called the widowhood effect. 5. Gradual loss of daily purpose, the invisible thief of longevity. Imagine waking up to a day with nothing to do, no one to see, and no reason to move. For many over 80, this isn't a vacation. It's a slow erosion of vitality. Purpose isn't about changing the world. It's the small daily whys that anchor us. A landmark Yale study found seniors with micro-purposes, feeding birds, mentoring neighbors, even tending houseplants, lived 5.2 years longer than those without. Yet, by 80, retirement, physical limits, or loss often strip these anchors away, and the body follows. The biology of purpose. Purpose isn't philosophical, it's biochemical. When you engage in meaningful tasks, dopamine, motivation hormone, surges, sharpening focus. BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, repairs neural connections. IL-10, anti-inflammatory protein, calms chronic inflammation. A 2024 aging and mental health study revealed purposeless seniors had 3x higher Alzheimer's biomarkers than peers with daily goals. Meet 91-year-old Miriam. After arthritis ended her volunteer tutoring, Miriam spiraled into depression. Her breakthrough? Becoming a 5-minute mentor via Zoom for struggling college students. They ask for advice on everything: recipes, breakups, careers. She laughs. Turns out, 91 years of mistakes make you wise. Her cognitive scores improved by 22% in 6 months. Tech to rebuild purpose. Volunio, an app matching seniors with microtasks. Egg, proofreading essays, knitting baby hats for hospitals. Users report 31% higher life satisfaction. StoryCorp's legacy, records elders' life stories for libraries, giving them a digital legacy mission. Parlor Games VR, virtual book club/bridge games for homebound seniors, shown to boost mood as much as in-person gatherings. Cultural wisdom, the Okinawan Ikigai. In Japan's Okinawa, elders live by ikigai, a reason to jump out of bed. For 96-year-old fisherman Yumeno, it's teaching grandsons tidal patterns. For 101-year-old Miyako, it's daily mochi pounding for community festivals. Scientists credit Ikigai with Okinawa's 50% lower dementia rates versus the US. Reignite your spark, evidence-based strategies. The 5-Minute Mentor. Share one life lesson daily via voice memo to a family app. Even unused, the act of reflecting strengthens neural pathways. Legacy gardening. Grow herbs/flowers for a local school or cafe. A 2023 study found seniors who donated homegrown produce had 40% lower depression rates. Skill bartering. Trade your knowledge, sewing, woodworking, for younger neighbors' help with tech. UCLA research shows intergenerational exchanges boost both parties' cognitive health. Shocking fact. Seniors who lose purpose after retirement develop chronic illnesses 11 years earlier on average than those who cultivate new goals. 2024 Journal of Retirement Studies. Final takeaways. Aging isn't a passive process. It's a series of daily choices. The seniors thriving past 80 aren't luckier. They're protecting their social sparks, movement patterns, light exposure, emotional outlets, and purpose anchors. Which of these 5 areas need your attention? Start small. Replace one online order with an in-person errand. Add a 2-minute balance drill to your morning routine. Share a family story with a grandchild or a friendly cashier. Your body doesn't count years, it counts engagement. Nourish it and time becomes a friend, not a foe. If this video resonated, subscribe for more science-backed aging insights. We release new content every Tuesday. Ring the bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below. Which of the 5 factors surprised you most? Your input guides our future content. Share this with someone who's navigating their 70s or beyond. It might quietly change their trajectory. Here's to living fully at every age.